those aren't the things that actually bother me. I was sitting here. I've just been sitting here listening to you talk about it, and I realized I wasn't disappointed with with Lost not giving me answers at the end. What I was actually disappointed with the answer it gave, which it felt like the answer was all of the things that just happened didn't really mean anything. They kind of didn't happen. That was my takeaway from it.
What do you mean they didn't happen?
It was like all of the things that happened, all of these things that were set up as, you've got to stop the Man in Black because X, Y, and Z.
Sure.
It didn't matter.
Right.
Well, because it wasn't real.
Yes, it was.
Well, but not really. I mean, it was like a shared fantasy. I mean, it didn't seem like there was what?
No.
So the things that were going on the island were happening in the actual world?
Yes.
I cannot believe we're talking about this, by the way, because I had no plans to get into a detailed conversation about it. So they were happening in our timeline.
Correct. I mean, yes. I mean, there's no Oceanic Airlines in our timeline.
No. I mean, but in the real world, not in this kind of moment before death fantasy world where everybody's trying to find each other so they can go to heaven.
No, correct. So at the end of the show, the last frame of the show, Matthew Fox closes his eye and dies.
Yeah.
That happened. In our context of happening. That happened. That's all real. Then, from the moment that he closed his eye, all that other stuff that we did in the 6th season of the show, the flash sideways, where nobody knows each other, and the plane never crashed, that is whatever your interpretation is. I'm not going to talk about what our intention is, but that's what you would define as not having happened or happening. But everything that we ever showed you, anything that takes place on the island in Lost, happened. Absolutely 100%. The plane crashed, those people survived, everything that you saw throughout those 6 seasons, somehow...
the whole struggle between good and bad, that's a really meaningful thing that actually occurred.
Yes.
That would have threatened the universe had it not been...
The Dharma Initiative is real, the island is real, all those... Hurley right now, at this moment in time, Hurley and Ben, and with some help from Walt, are actually running things on the island. Maintaining it. Within 3 or 4 episodes of the first season of the show, they were like, it's Purgatory, right? They're all dead. And we kept saying, we swear to God, they are not all dead. This is really happening. I think that in the final scene of the show that precedes the church, where basically Jack's father, Christian Shepherd, says some things to Jack, one of the things that Jack says is wait a minute, hold on. Is this real? Did any of this happen?
Right.
Because Josh is going to be busting Damon's balls about this, and Damon's going to need to say...
Years after the fact.
Damon's going to need to say something. We edited that part out because it would have been weird for you. You would have been like, oh my God, this is strange. But then his father says, it's all real. It all happened. Everything happened. And so I was like, that's going to make it pretty clear.